At a plus 400, man, I'm throwing some money down.
Why not?
I'm throwing some money down. Yeah. Look, at a plus 400 and a minus 535 for Ilia Topuria, I'm throwing money down on Justin. Look, people thought I was crazy because, because I bet 10 grand on Sean Strickland to win to go the distance, and I cashed out $130,000. I'm going to lean towards Justin on this fight. I think Justin with the uppercut, that's his like textbook punch. It's like he's got that's in his arsenal. That's one he uses the most. Okay. And then his calf kicks and his leg kicks, some of the most powerful in the game. And he does have wrestling. Does he have good enough wrestling to stay off of his back? But Ilia Topuria today said, I'm not taking you down. Yeah. So if that's the case, then I'm going to give Justin even more of a chance. And the fact that he said that, if he keeps to that, then that gives Justin an opportunity to catch him.
Everything you just said is what I'm banking on for Justin Gaethje to win. I'm banking on him to make it chaotic. I'm banking on him to make it violent. I'm banking on him to make it dirty, just a car crash. I'm going for the storybook. I'm going for Justin Gaethje to get it done, retire at the White House.
You do believe he would retire if he won, win or lose?
For sure.
Topuria is a new generation, but Gaethje, I still believe Gaethje can do some things, but he's a little bit old right now, He's a good fighter, legend. He showed us very, very good many fights, but now I think it's the Topuria time for lightweight.
So I was originally, when the fight was announced, I was on Topuria's side, and I thought that he might be able to get it done. I took the bus with Gaethje. We were stuck in the bus an hour and talked for a little bit. He's a lot bigger than I thought.
He's
face
tall.
to face, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was. And seeing him talking to him a little bit, seeing his size, I was like, I'm leaning more towards Gaethje now. I feel like Gaethje's gonna get it done.
It's very difficult for me in my head to see on Sunday night Justin Gaethje winning. I still have to say that the majority of the times, if they were to fight, if they were to train, that Ilia would get the better of him. On Sunday night, with all the different factors, the lights and all that stuff, I think Ilia rises to the occasion even more and gets the better of him. I think Justin puts up a better fight than most people are giving him credit for. I think he makes it interesting at times. But I do think that the speed of Ilia is going to take over, and it'll be the deciding factor.
Oh, yeah. He's not just going to be, duck lip Gaethje. He's going to humiliate him. Justin Gaethje is about to become a meme forever, and I'm excited. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it. After Ilia Topuria exposes him, and they have to take his carcass off the south lawn in D.C. at the White House, he should come over to RAF and get his ass beat in the wrestling mat against me as well. He's an All-American wrestler.
Yeah, I'm nervous for Justin. I'm nervous because I do not want to see him just be lights out, laying there stiffened up in the White House in his retirement fight. Oh. If I had to put a percentage on it, I would say right now I would lean 30% that Justin can get it done, 70% that Ilia Topuria can get it done, just because it's MMA, just because anything can happen.
I just think that his power for Justin Gaethje is going to be way too much. The way he sets up his punches, the way he mixes it up between strikes and takedowns, I think it's going to be way too much for Gaethje. I think Gaethje's took too many big shots in his career to be taking those kind of shots off someone like Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria, I think it's going to be a little bit back and forward, but I think Ilia Topuria by knockout in the third or fourth round.
Like the ways that Gaethje wins is Topuria having some kind of mental breakdown, some kind of crazy mistake that happens where I'm like, this is how he loses. Now, it could happen. Gaethje will put your lights out. It's not that Gaethje's not, a good fighter. He is. He's an absolute legend. One of the craziest warriors that I've ever seen in there. But Topuria's got too much firepower. He's got too much defense for me. And I think that's why the line is indicating that. But I'll be surprised if it goes past the 7-minute mark. If it does, I think in a lot of ways that really increases the chances for Justin Gaethje. But Topuria is something special. I think we'll see that here in this fight against Justin Gaethje. And I like Topuria here.
Ilia Topuria is just about as unbeatable as we have seen in a very long time.
But with that being said, nobody stays undefeated in this sport. And if anybody has the ability to knock off Ilia Topuria, take his undefeated streak, take his belt, it's Justin Gaethje, especially with this much on the line. On America's birthday, on the 250th anniversary of this great nation of ours, I'm leaning towards Gaethje. I think he's going to get the job done.
Guys, I think Ilia Topuria is the biggest star in the sport right now, and rightfully so. What he's been able to do is incredible. I'm a massive fan of his fight style because he doesn't just win, he does it spectacularly in ways that those people have never been won before, which is incredible. But Justin Gaethje, in my top 3 even, favorite fighters to watch fight. I mean, that guy's never been in a boring fight in his whole life, and he doesn't have the capability of being in one, because that's how he fights. He goes out to kill.
I just have a feeling there's going to be a knockout there.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I'm such a big Gaethje fan, but Ilia is going to win this fight.
No, Ilia did say, though, I've already won. On June 14th, we're simply going to reveal the video that everyone is going to watch showing how I win the fight. Bro, that kind of confidence is like dangerous. Ooh, it makes you chilled. But for someone like Justin Gaethje who hears that gets that motherfucker probably pissed. Like, you think you're gonna come in here and just run through me? Run through me.
Topuria's always poking at him, and it's like he's smiling at him in this one of these videos, and he's saying this. He was being disrespectful in front of the American president, Donald Trump, saying that he's gonna just kill him and destroy him and beat him in a fight, and it's like,
so we got
it's Team America. So yeah, I'm going for him. And he's an underdog, and man, I think he performs the best when people count him out. And so it's gonna be interesting. I do like what he's saying. He says he's gonna walk forward. Now that's dangerous versus a little short little boxer like that. But man, if he can make it through the fire and he could make it ugly like Justin Gaethje makes it, I think he could find a way.
Like you said, Justin's very good at getting you involved in his fight, and all of a sudden you're running at his pace. You don't know if he's gonna clinch and dirty box you, or if he's gonna calf kick you at 100 miles per hour or throw a spinning back fist. But in that chaos that he creates, he does cross a lot of fundamental laws that you shouldn't, I think, and that's where he gets in trouble. Like, he throws his right hand with his face first sometimes, and he'll bring his foot forward and he'll miss, and he'll end up parallel. Those are the moments where Ilia's very dangerous, because he's waiting for those little moments, those little okay, you've shown this some fights before. If he does this, I'm gonna punish him. If he throws that right hand how he does, I'm gonna shell up and come back with an uppercut, because I know he's gonna be somewhere over here. So those are the moments that I think are going to be bad for Justin, and that's where Ilia is going to capitalize. It's like those little spaces where he's going to pivot this way, pivot that way. And if Justin does those things where he kind of leads with his head first, I think that's when Ilia is going to gamble hard, But I think Ilia is going to make him pay, brother.
Guys like Gaethje, you can never rule him out, right? Like, obviously he's an incredible fighter who's been top of the game for a very long time. But, I think stylistically and where Ilia is right now, and I don't think it's, you're hearing some people thinking as if Gaethje ain't going to stand a chance. It ain't going to be like that. I think he's going to definitely give Ilia problems. I think he's defensive enough. A lot of people think he's just so aggressive and he's just going to get caught. If he does open up and be very aggressive, leave himself open, I think Ilia can put him straight up. But he's not like that. He will be defensive. He'll find the shots, find the time to explode. But that's what I'm thinking. Once he does eventually really get them hands going, I feel like that's where Ilia will catch him. But I mean, it's going to be a fun fight. Gaethje's the highlight reel, right? And it's on this card, so maybe he does open himself early. Just be like, let's just put on a show for everyone, which is going to be exciting for everyone. But I think the champ, stays the champ.
I think Justin Gaethje's got a great chance to win. I think people are really underestimating just how good an athlete Justin Gaethje is. It's not just the backflips, it's not just the hole-in-one on the golf course, it's everything. You just see him throw a football. I mean, this is a plus athlete in every sense. And when handicappers look at a matchup like this, certainly age is one major factor, and certainly relative to their fighting primes, most would argue Ilia Topuria is arriving at his fighting prime, or certainly closer to it than Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje's recent results have been fantastic. I certainly think if he lands something of consequence early, that could change the complexion of the fight. It's mixed martial arts. It's unpredictable theater. We could have variables because we're outside. So in terms of its historical placement as an upset, I think Justin Gaethje's got a great chance to win the fight.
This one is going to be, someone's getting knocked the fuck out, right? I don't, you know, I feel Ilia Topuria is so disciplined, so strategic about how he goes about executing what he wants to do in the fight that I just don't know what Justin Gaethje can do. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited for the fight. I think Ilia is super dangerous. He's definitely, you know, #1 in the sport. And yeah, I mean, Gaethje has a really tough fight, but obviously, you know, you got to choose sides in love and war, and I got Gaethje winning.
This is a big fight where this one guy is heavily favored. But if there's one thing that Gaethje could take advantage of, Ilia and his brother Alexandre, they're both heavy boxing stance, very bladed. The one weapon that they give up for their opponents is the calf kick. And there's been a few people attacking it, but then once they start to keep the pressure on them, they kind of get away from it. They stop, they feel a little bit of the power, and then the beginning of the end happens. People start to trade with them. He forces you into trading, both of these guys. So with that said, if Gaethje is able to cover up and slam those calf kicks like he's done in the past and bring back the vintage Gaethje, this could be a very interesting fight really, really quick. And we just saw this with Junior Tafa. He got kicked one time, his last fight before that, and then he got kicked the second time and he went down. Calf kicks, they changed the game. Again, on paper, I have to go with Ilia, but Gaethje does pose some interesting problems for Ilia.
I feel bad for Gaethje there. I don't know how he's going to beat him, you know.
You feel bad?
Yeah, I feel like he's been hit too many times, and he might be a bit worn out by the time he's getting in there with Topuria, you know, like Topuria's having a go on him right at the end.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Don't you agree?
I think there's definitely validation to what you're saying.
I don't think it's so hard to pick, because but how do you not go with Topuria there, boys?
I love me some Justin Gaethje. You know what? Like I've chopped it up with him several times, and I think honestly, his back's against the wall. #1, win or lose, he's just gonna go. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna get everything that he has, especially if this is his last one. He's like, what the hell? Like, I'm just gonna end on this note where I just did everything I could, right? Sometimes that's a dangerous man. You know what I mean? And I told you, I'm not picking against an American on this card. So give me Justin Gaethje.
I just think Topuria is going to put him away, man. It's going to be a slow Gaethje. I don't think it's going to be a first round KO. And I'll mention this again, Topuria does get hit a bunch, you know. Holloway was 1-1 with him going into the third round. Had a good start to the third, bang, Topuria catches him. And he's got that power, man. He has got that power, and I think he's going to finish Gaethje with it.
But Gaethje is a live underdog, I think, man. Yeah, I think we're forgetting. I think you're forgetting how tough this dude is, and he knows he's gonna have to go through hell to win. If he doesn't get put to sleep, we got a crazy fight on our hands. Yeah. So that's what I want to see. You know, I want to see a great fight.
Because I know what's going to happen at the end of the show, and I'm not saying it. And it'd be great for an American to pull it off. Yeah. But
do you think we will get an American moment?
I mean, yeah, Bo Nickel versus Kyle Daukaus, they're both American.
yeah, absolutely.
Other than that, USA, it's gonna be a tough night at the office. It's gonna be very, very unlikely that Justin Gaethje wins that fight.